What's up everyone? Thanks so much for tuning in. For today's video, we're going to be taking a quick look at the 2018 Jeep Grand Cherokee Trackhawk. In this review, I'm going to talk about what makes this thing so special, aside from having the 707 horsepower Hellcat V8. I'm also going to take it for a thorough drive and of course, show you many of the unique aspects throughout the interior as well as exterior. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and start her up, let her run. The Grand Cherokee Trackhawk is Hellcat meets SUV, a 707 horsepower all-wheel drive monster that's able to sit up to 5 people and tow up to 7,200 pounds. If the demon wasn't already enough, this solidifies the fact that no one is doing crazy as of late quite like FCA. As a whole, the Trackhawk works surprisingly well. Sure, it has a ridiculously powerful engine, but it also has the upgraded driveline components and brakes to match. From the outside, you might not notice a whole lot of difference between this and the Grand Cherokee SRT. The most noticeable changes include unique badging, wheels, yellow painted calipers, and quad exhaust tips. Up front, the Trackhawk ditches the SRT's fog lamps in favor of optimizing airflow. There's an oil cooler on the passenger side and a cold air intake on the driver's side. Out back, there's a new rear valance that features a separate air diffuser. When comparing things like the Range Rover Sport SVR, BMW X5M, Porsche Cayenne Turbo S, and the Mercedes-AMG GLE 63S, the Grand Cherokee Trackhawk offers a tremendous performance value with a starting price of $86,995, including a $1,095 destination charge. The Trackhawk rides on 20 by 10 inch forged aluminum wheels. They're available in 2 styles, including these optional lightweight satin black wheels that shed an additional 12 pounds of unsprung weight. Pirelli Scorpion Verde 295/45 all-season run-flat tires come standard, while 3-season P0s are optional. Considering its size and weight, you wouldn't expect this thing to handle as well as it does. Thanks to its relatively low ride height, stiffer spring rates, wider track, cambered front and rear wheels, and plenty of tire grip, it's able to hold about 0.88 g of lateral acceleration. The Trackhawk is able to stop from 60 miles an hour in just 114 feet thanks to upgraded Brembo brakes. The 15.75-inch front discs are the largest ever installed on a Jeep. They're clamped down by 6-piston calipers. In the rear, you'll find 13.8-inch discs and 4-piston calipers. The steering consists of an SRT-tuned rack and pinion design with electric power assistance. The steering is nice and firm, offering good feedback with responsive behavior. You certainly feel the weight of this thing, but it's also very easy to control thanks to the all-wheel drive system. Powering through a corner is a piece of cake. The fully independent suspension consists of unequal length double wishbones in front, a multi-link design in the rear, 3-way Bilstein adaptive dampers, coil springs, and hollow stabilizer bars. In order to handle all the additional torque generated from the Hellcat engine, a lot of the driveline components were replaced or strengthened, including but not limited to the drive shaft, rear axle, and half shafts. The ride quality is certainly firmer than your garden variety Grand Cherokee and even perhaps the SRT, but I still found it to be quite comfortable. Like the steering, you're able to firm up the dampers on demand through the Trackhawk's various drive modes. The Trackhawk is powered by the Hellcat's supercharged 6.2-liter V8, which in this case develops 707 horsepower and 645 pound-feet of torque. From a standstill, it can hit 60 miles an hour in just 3.5 seconds, fly through a quarter mile in 11.6 seconds, and top out at 180 miles per hour. The sound alone from its bespoke active exhaust system is enough to get your blood pumping, as it's significantly louder than the system on the SRT. Active noise cancellation keeps the interior quieter than you'd expect. However, the engine and exhaust notes you do hear are the real deal, no electronic substitutes. The instant throttle response and wealth of torque that the engine produces is nothing short of impressive. It's so raw, unapologetic, and excessive in every way possible, but like I said in my Hellcat Widebody review, I'm so glad it exists. Harnessing all of that power is a robust ZF 8-speed automatic transmission before being fed to the ground through a permanent 4-wheel drive system with a single-speed active transfer case and an electronic limited-slip rear differential. The transmission is able to perform with near dual-clutch levels of quickness. There's automatic rev matching and even adaptive software built in that modifies the shift algorithm based on your driving style. Gears can be selected manually by the console shifter or by the paddles on the back of the steering wheel. Between the 5 drive modes, you can selectively modify the 4-wheel drive system's torque distribution, steering firmness, shift algorithm, paddle shifters, and suspension firmness. In fact, when set to track mode, 70% of the engine's torque is sent to the rear. Along with a programmable shift light, there's a built-in launch control system. On top of that, you can modify the launch RPM to account for the levels of grip you have from different tires and road surfaces. The Trackhawk is a lot of things, but fuel efficient it is not. EPA fuel economy estimates range between 11 miles per gallon in the city and 17 miles per gallon on the highway. Expect an average of around 13 miles per gallon in mixed driving. Unlike the 392 Hemi, the Hellcat engine is not offered with cylinder deactivation. Jeep recommends the use of premium 91-octane fuel with a total capacity of 24.6 gallons. Inside Trackhawk is a unique combination of luxurious appointments and sporty touches to distinguish it from an SRT and create a more upscale environment. The overall build quality, materials, and finishers are not only eye-catching but exemplify strong attention to detail. No, it's not at the same level as BMW or Mercedes-Benz, but it's also a lot less expensive. Giving credit where it's due, everything feels solid and well put together. In its standard configuration, a lot of the main touch points are wrapped in leather, while the seats are wrapped in a combination of leather and suede. With our tester's signature leather package, high-end Laguna leather is added to just about every surface within reach, including the lower door panels. Other premium amenities include genuine carbon fiber and metal trim, light black chrome finishers, a suede headliner, Berber floor mats, and contrast stitching. The driver and passenger seats get full power adjustments including 4-way lumbar. They're very comfortable with well-rounded support. Heated and ventilated front seats are standard, as are heated rear seats and a heated steering wheel. The Trackhawk comes with every available safety feature that Jeep currently offers, things like adaptive cruise control, blind spot monitoring, forward collision warning, and more. There's multi-stage driver and front passenger airbags, front seat mounted side airbags, a driver's knee airbag, and side curtain airbags for the front and rear. Additional standard features include, but aren't limited to, an all-new Uconnect infotainment system, navigation, satellite radio, Bluetooth connectivity, dual-zone climate control, a variety of apps such as Trackhawk exclusive performance pages, and even some smartphone integration technologies such as Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Other options shown on this example include a full panoramic sunroof, rear seat entertainment system with Blu-ray compatibility, and Harman Kardon surround sound. The back seat is a really nice place to be. If you're around 6 feet or over, you're not going to have any problem sitting back there as there's a ton of room. You can also recline the back seat to make it a bit more comfortable on longer trips. And again, with that signature leather package, you can see it coming down the center console, wrapping the doors and the seats. The stitching and just attention to detail is beautiful. This is by far the most luxurious Grand Cherokee I've seen to date. Out back, the Trackhawk comes standard with a powered liftgate for added convenience. Looking inside, you'll immediately notice some pretty nice appointments and a generous amount of cargo space. There's a removable privacy cover that can be extended or stowed away with ease. Behind the rear seat, there's 35.1 cubic feet of cargo space. By folding them down, total space nearly doubles to 68.7 cubic feet. So now let's go ahead and see how she sounds. short take of the Jeep Grand Cherokee Trackhawk. Be sure to stay tuned next time. Leave a like and subscribe today. There's always a lot more where that came from. Take care, everyone.